no idea what's going on. I just woke up. Got some great sleep last night, though. So yesterday, we had a couple of trades. Let's take a look at those. These are the top two, the Circle and Momentum. We traded off of our signals, traded up on both of those, which is good. We still have this position, this pump position. People were saying Solana looks good there. Sorry, not pump. Is that pump or Solana? It's Solana, yeah. So I'm waiting for Solana volume to pick up. It should be picking up because there's so much meme coin activity, Axiom's getting some action, Pump Fund's getting some action, FOMO's getting some action, and they're all built on the Solana core base. So I'm expecting some pickups there. But we're going to just take a look over here on the trades and see what we got. Ooh, 00. Let's see. Robinhood pumping. I can't really see if there's any correlations here. But let's see. I like Micron. Let's hop in Micron real quick. Oop, just adjusted. Oh, a lot of the chip stocks are going right now. Let's see. We'll do Micron. So that's cool. I just saw a bunch of stuff. I saw Samsung heading north. We'll do both of these. So we did a $50 position in Micron, $50 position in Samsung, and we're just going to let these two ride up, or maybe down. We'll know. We'll see. Usually for the percentages that we try to take our profits at, I usually target about 10% because you're trading with leverage. So you can, if it goes your way, it will go your way in an outsized fashion. So that's kind of how I think about it. And it's what I've noticed from trading recently. So let's see what we have here. Got 3 positions open. Oops, no, I do not want to close all 3 of them. Uh-oh. Hold on, let me close this because it's... One cool thing is we have a native app that's being built right now. And the native app will not suffer from some of these progressive web app rendering glitches that we have. And that's going to be coming pretty soon. I've got a version of it running that I think is almost ready to go. I just need to do a couple of tests and make sure the feature parity matches what's on the mobile app, and then we should be good to go. And then I have to obviously set up all the stuff for publishing the app. But yeah, we got a couple things. Tesla down, MicroStrategy down. So yeah, I think that feed is actually super helpful. This was actually an idea that we saw on, where was it? Oh, it was on some other website. They had a little feed of the different like recent transactions and you could see them popping in. So this just kind of gives you a little bit of a flavor of what's going on in the market. That way you can see other assets that might be in the same range of what you're trading. So let's go back in here and let's take a look at what we've got. Let's see. Lots of stuff taking a dip. Looks like we're in profit on Samsung now. Cool. Oh, when you break even, it plays that sound. So there's a break. Oh, it only does it every 20 seconds. So once you break even, it plays a break even success sound. That way you know you've crossed the threshold of actual profit. I think what I'm actually going to do, I was thinking about this yesterday. Some people are confused about how the profitability works, and they're closing their positions before the fees are taken out. So you can be in profit, but then once you pay the fees, you're back out of profit. So what I'm going to do is add probably a yellow state, which is between the break even. So right here, we're red. Then once we go above our P&L goes above 0, we're green. But I might add red and then yellow, which is you're in profit, but you're not in profit if you account for the fees. And then once you cross the break-even line like that, now you'd be in profit, accounting for both the fees and true P&L profitability. So yeah, this is just a little bit of chop, which is good. But yeah, things have been exciting for the product. We've got a lot of people that are super excited about what we've been shipping. And these demos have been great because it allows me to find a bunch of little issues with the app, and also interacting with the community has been awesome because, again, everybody's been giving me great feedback on the product. So let's see. So we're probably going to keep these open for this trading session. Again, I usually trade from 9:30 Eastern until about 10 Eastern, just depending on what's going on. This is just the most fun time of the market. This is when things are volatile. This is when things are happening. This is when you can find some activity, some action. So we're trading this every day. We're trying to get to 10K. That's the title of this stream, 1K to 10K. So we're obviously at $170 and we started at 1K. So the P&L is very negative. But as we're trading and we're learning about how the system works and we're learning about the signals, we're making slower, less risky, more concentrated bets. And we found kind of like a local bottom. And so now our goal is to just go from here and then just start stair-stepping our way up. Obviously, we're going to have green days and red days. Nobody's going to be perfect as terms of trading, but our goal is to have more winners than losers and use our signals to give us that edge that allows us the confidence to kind of hedge our risk and manage our risk. So that's what we're doing right now. So we're on our way. Obviously, this does not look good, but we're clipping up. We're down $10 right now, but again, this part of the session is super volatile. So usually, let's see, we can set some profits here. Let's set for Samsung. For Samsung, I'm gonna set my take profit to like $15, which is super aggressive because this is a $50 position. So if we make $15 on 50, we're talking about 30% profit on this position. So if I close this, if I go, on my way into the office or whatever, and this closes up, that's a pretty good P&L. And then Micron, I'll set it to $10, which would be, wait, is that right? No, $15 is 15%. Oh, no, wait, that's 30%. Sorry, I keep forgetting. These are $50 positions. So we'll do 10. We'll set that target there. Now these may not hit, they may hit later, but yeah, it's $15 take profit. Okay. Actually, this is a little aggressive. Let's cut this. Oh, nah, that's fine. We did this yesterday, so I think we had a 26% profit on a position we opened yesterday. It took a few hours. Not a few hours. It took maybe like 2 hours, but we did eventually hit it. But this should be a good strategy. I'm just trying to also push the limit and see if we get a little bit more aggressive with our take profits and stop losses, because if the price goes your way, you should be able to win pretty big. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give a little bit of a, just checking. I think the stream, actually, no, I didn't even check. The stream's working. Let me see something. Yeah, nobody's chatting, but let me see if this is working. Give me 1 second. Oh, it is working. All right, cool. My stream setup right now is very, it's very ad hoc. Like my streaming app is this app here that I wrote myself. It's just called Stream. And so I stream from here to Restream, and then I broadcast it to X and YouTube. And I have no idea if it is actually connected unless I log in and go check. So yeah, so what's crazy is sometimes I'll just have these open and then, I'll be going about my day and I look later and then I'm up, $20, $30. Actually, you know what? I'm going to update this. We're going to go aggressive today, chat. Where's my other position? We had Samsung and Micron. We're going to go aggressive on Micron. We're going to set the take profit on Micron to $15. So we're going to go for some big profit days today. We're just going to shoot for the moon. So now we've just updated our take profit to 15. So if these turn and they rocket up today, we'll basically have a $30 a day. That should put us around $200 for going into tomorrow, which will be exciting because then we'll crack that $200 limit again, that level, and then we'll be able to, we'll trade from there, just based on like how the market conditions are feeling. Oh, I had a conversation with a person that runs one of the largest open source trading model builders, and he was saying he had a great idea for a daily report that we should create. So when you open the app, it'll say, this is the sentiment of the market. It either looks good or it looks bad, kind of like the Bitcoin greed index, but just for that day. So that way you go into the day with kind of like a prepared mind of, hey, this is going to be a red day, so let's do more shorting, or this is going to be a green day, so let's do more longing, or more down and more up, basically. So that's kind of how I'm thinking about building something around that, which I think would be super cool. But while this is going, I'm going to give a quick tour of the app. If nothing hits by the end of this session, I'm just going to let it ride because generally things end up working out in a couple of hours. And I usually post the P&Ls, or tomorrow morning when we can go in here in our history and we'll be able to take a look and see what happened. So for those of you who aren't familiar, this app is called BlockSwap. It is the easiest way to trade, and our goal is to make you feel like a superhero while you're trading. And how we do that is if you click in the top left, we've got a list of all of the different assets that we allow you to trade. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, we also support commodities, so gold and silver. These were fun to trade over the weekend when the president likes to make announcements about whether he's doing something or not doing something or signing a deal. Then we also have a bunch of stocks, which are all active right now. And then we also have some indices. So you can see which positions we have open. We're long Solana, and then I think we're long everything actually in here. But this doesn't show you the direction, just shows you what you have open. And then we also can see trends. And this is one of our features that we try to help with, showing you the recent trends. Because this app is for scalping or short-term trading, we just give you a recent history of what's going on, and then we visualize that through a yellow eye, which means that the price is kind of moving up and down, a red down arrow, which means that it's been trending down, and then I don't see a green up arrow, but there are green up arrows that show you that the price is trending up. And then if you go take a look in the top right, this is your profile. It shows stuff like your account balance, so you can see all of my USDC. This is my balance in real time at the top. And then you can also see I have Hyperliquid staked, which gives me a little bit of a discount on trading fees. I've got some USDC in my wallet, and I also have some Solana and Hype in my wallet. If we go look at our history, which we showed before, these are all of my trades. So you can actually drill into the trade and see a deep breakdown of exactly what happened. So it was my Lumentum short 10x. You see my entry, my exit, how much Lumentum I had. Everything is listed here. And this was a 6-hour position. So I started this yesterday morning, during yesterday morning stream. And then I just left this with a take profit set to $10, and it came out $10. And what's cool is you can share this. So you can come here, it'll generate a P&L card, and you can copy this or share it to wherever you want. So it's super cool if you want to show off to your friends like, hey, I just made, XYZ%. And you can see all the positions in here. So it kind of gives you a nice little breakdown. Oops. We also have a tournament that we're running, which is, trading competition. So for the top 100 traders on BlockSwap, we're going to be splitting a pool of $250,000. And this $250,000 is going to be coming from the BlockSwap builder codes directly. So every time somebody trades, we have a small fee, and then that fee gets put into a pot, and then all these people right now who are in the top 100 are going to be qualified to capture some of that value. But as people are showing up, they're figuring out tricks of trading where they can make more profit and trade scalps. So they're trading, Bitcoin at 40x leverage with big size, and they're ending up way on top on the volume list. So people are hitting this thing and they're figuring out ways to trade and make money and generate value. But that is going to be the giveaway that we host. And based on our current volume, I think it's going to take us, or on our current growth trajectory, it's going to be about 90 days from now, but we'll see, because we're growing pretty quickly right now in terms of onboarding users. And retention is also pretty sticky as well. What you see in the top left, those little arrows, they're the trending signals. So if you click here, you'll see the trending signals. It shows how they work. Basically, up means it just moved up, down means it just moved down, and watch means that it's moving up and down, no notification. And again, these are descriptive, they're not predictive. And there's two different models. We have a V2 model, which I like. It's a little bit more aggressive. It shows more recent tick data, and it's actually backed by a 1 second evaluation model, whereas the V1 is backed by a 1 minute evaluation model. So it's a little bit slower. So if you look in V1, you'll see very few things that are trending. See, it says trend V1 up top. But then if we switch over to signals and we go to trend V2, you'll see, everything's here, like everything's lit up. So I like trend V2 just because it's a little bit more aggressive, more active. And then we have this swing trading notification, which we've been testing in shadow mode. It doesn't work. It's not enabled yet, but I think I'm going to have it up and running by the end of this week. So you'll be able to trade those. And what swing does is it opens up a position that's going to be fully structured with risk management built in. So you'll have a position, it'll have a stop loss and a take profit. If you think the trade looks, like you can evaluate it. If you think it looks good, you just click on the notification and it'll come in from the top, and then it'll open up your position. And then in the event that you saw me trading and I had to set the stop loss and take profit manually, it would all be baked in so that you would just get a structured position. But obviously, we want to make sure that these are giving you profit. And so there's a bunch of testing that we have to do to ensure that. Let's see. Next, we've got notifications. These are push notifications. These alert types are not enabled yet. I should just disable all of these, but they would send you like price alerts. We need to build a system for this. And somebody gave me an idea for this and I added them in. Actually, let me remove those. Get these removed from the UI right now. Let's hide. Let's see, give me 1 second. So yeah, these are a bunch of alert types that we're going to be adding, and they'll be helpful because they'll tell you like, hey, something's trading, hey, your position just got in profit. We can do all types of alerting to kind of keep you up to date as much as you want to be up to date with what's going on. There's also sound and haptics. You've been hearing the sound, and if you're using this on your phone, you'll feel the actual interaction. You'll feel the haptic feedback. We have a how-to. This is just a very simple explanation of how this product works. It's very simple. You tap up if you're going long. If you think the price is going to go up, you tap down if you think the price is going to go down. Very straightforward. And then what else do we have? We have language settings, obviously. So we support these 5 languages, which are the ones that are supported by Hyperliquid. I don't know if they did any analysis on their user base, but these seem like pretty broad languages. If you want a language supported, just let me know and I can add it. And we also have a bunch of links. So these go to external sources, our documentation, our blog, all of our socials. And then the last piece is this advanced section. And this is the unified exchange account. So this is where your balance is held. And then we also have a couple of settings that are required to enable the app to trade. So you have an agent wallet, which just signs super fast. You've got builder fees, which help the product grow. And then we've got your private keys down below. And then there's also a referral code that gives you a discount. So you get a discount on your trades as well. And so that is pretty much the whole. Oh, there's one thing I didn't talk about. There's live mode and paper trading mode. So once you log in, you'll be in live mode. If you toggle this off, you'll be in paper trading mode. And what you'll notice is that my balance is like $10,000. And so this is super cool. Like, let's say you have a friend and you're like, hey, I want to show you this app. You can open this app, and when you default open the app, it starts off in paper trading mode. And so you have $1,000 to start, but you can make yourself as rich as you want. So if you come into accounts, you'll have one account, which is the demo account, and you can go in here and you can deposit, $50,000. Whoops, right? And just like that, now I have 60 grand. And what's cool is you can come over here and you can, I don't think I can use all 60 grand, but I think I can open up a $50,000 position. Let's see this. So we're going to open up a $50,000 position on Bitcoin and see what happens. So this is $50,000 position, 40x leverage. And then you can see that it's $2,000 in fees. But if I press up here, this would basically simulate what would happen if you actually open this position in BlockSwap with a real $50,000 position size. So you can see I'm already down like $600 because the size of this position is so massive, right? $50,000 at 40x leverage is like a $200,000 position. So this is $200,000 moving. So every little tick is a massive move in terms of the balance. But one of the cool things is that because Hyperliquid has such deep liquidity, such deep volume on Bitcoin, you could actually open this size of position on BlockSwap if you wanted to. So you can see how fast the price is moving and how much money is being made in each tick. And this basically just scales all the way down. So if you're a small player and you're doing a $50 position, then this number gets divided by 1,000. And if you're doing a $50,000 position, obviously you're at this massive size and scale. So you can see like we're already down $1,600, but each move is massive. So you can see somebody with like a $50,000 book, they do one trade a day, they make like, a couple grand a day, and then they call it a day, right? And that's their whole lifestyle funded. But we need to make sure that our signals and everything are strong enough to provide that kind of like robustness. Although you don't even have to use our signal. You can use your own TA. It's not built into the app, but if you have a separate product that you want to use to look at stuff, and then you just want to use BlockSwap to open up positions, that's totally fine too. And so actually, so many notifications. All right. So yeah, we're going to, let me close this out. Actually, you know what? I don't like having this massive balance here. So let me withdraw all of this money here. And then I'm just going to deposit $10,000. I like to start there. Oh no, this position's still open. Hold on, let me do this again. Withdraw all the money. And then we're going to deposit 10,000. Okay, cool. Now we got a clean demo account. Let's go back to main. And this is our main trade here. So yeah, we're good. We still have 100. We're still back at 180. What are we at 181? Yeah, we're back at 181. Okay, cool. So yeah, we're back. I just noticed something. When I switched off and on, our hype stake went away. So there's like a little bit of an issue there. I'll have to fix that. But yeah, so far we're coming along, and got a live stream on Friday. So if you want to tune into that, let's take a look at our positions. Okay, so Micron is up a little bit, up 7%. So we're trying to get this to 20%, and Samsung's back down to -1%. But yeah, we've got a live stream on Friday. So if you're going to be on X, it's MCG Live. They're doing a live stream. They're hosting it. And I'll be there answering questions. We're going to do live demos. And we have an airdrop that we're going to do that day as well. So hopefully you tune in and check it out. All the stock tickers. But anyways, I'm going to log off. And I'll be back tomorrow morning. We'll see how these trades go today. Like I said, they already have take profits built in. So if they do shoot up later in the day, I'll get push notifications, and then I'll post up the P&Ls later. Also, people in the chat or in the Telegram are also posting P&Ls, which is super cool as well. So I'll keep you posted, and we'll be back tomorrow morning.